mad when it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an
Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This is Melvin Gordon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Newton on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
82's moving. 82's moving.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Switch. Gun. Switch.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Gun.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep going now. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
20.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll go down at the 28. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Great.
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run it here with Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gun.
They snap it to Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Ready?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
White 25. I got 36.
They'll run on first down. Stevens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, If he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5
On second down, it's Stevens. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Check 31. Check 31. Switch.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 37. Switch.
On second down now, it's Stevens. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Black 25. Come on. Stand down. We go even. Check 3. Where do we go?
On 3rd down, Stevens. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
No.
They'll try the left side. Stevens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if you were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, Stevens. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Give right side. It's Stevens. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Stevens. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Sunday.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Blue down.
Check 13. Check 5.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And an alley to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. Maybe I get their timing back.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Williams. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Third and long. It's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught at the 25. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down.
Gun. Greg.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
20.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 5-yard line.
Now Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Gun.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing again. Newton. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watch that in. 4 down. 8. Hustle.
Off play action. Newton. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Hey, 4 down.
On 4th down, Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Check it. Check 55 to Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Great.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, Stevens. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Chargers 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get him some
Check 3, check 3. Check 26, check 26. Deuce.
Let him go.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on.